What's up, everybody? Chef Ash here. We've got something special for you today. I'm not sure if you've seen some of the memes floating around about the Taco Bell Enchirito. That is one of my favorite things from Taco Bell. And it depends on your location, but even though they don't have it on the menu, you can still order it. A lot of places will actually still make one for you. They're not as good as the classic ones from like the late 80s, early 90s. Well, I'm dating myself there, but I'm going to show you how to make one. It's extremely simple, like absolutely ridiculously simple. I'm going to serve mine up with some ranch style beans. Ranch style as in like the brand. These are really great. The label looks really generic-y, but I guarantee you these are freaking tasty. Like, oh man, they're good. I use them all the time. And then I've got some Las Palmas enchilada sauce, flour tortillas. You don't want to use corn for this, trust me. I've got some ground beef that's ready to be cooked. And my beans, they're already in the pot. I just got to warm these up. They are good. You can eat these cold right out of the can. I'm sure you've heard me say that before. Absolutely amazing. First things first. Enchilada sauce. We're going to take some of this. Not all of it. I only have one can here. I'm going to take just a little itty bitty bit. Well, probably about half the can. I'm going to put it in with my ground beef and cook it. I'm going to use a few seasonings. Salt, pepper, cumin, which I have. My salt, my pepper, my cumin. This is the star of the show. Smoked paprika. Don't get regular paprika, get smoked paprika. You're going to love it. I guarantee you it's good on so many things. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion. Slap that in a tortilla. Put some cheese on it. Enchilada sauce. Ho ho ho. Yeah, that's some kick-ass eats right there, I tell you. So, let's get to it. Check it out. I'm just going to dump some of this enchilada sauce, about half of a can, right in. Just like that. I'm going to reserve the rest. Oh, look at that. See, I did not preheat my skillet. That's why I could just like kind of shove it around like that. But that's fine. Just kind of mix it around as this comes up to temperature. What we're going to do here is essentially brown this ground beef. But I wanted to add a little bit of enchilada sauce. I might wind up using 2 cans of enchilada sauce, because I might need to add a little bit more to this. I'm not quite sure yet. In the meantime, this is what I am going to do. Pepper. Just give it a nice little coating. It looks like I'm adding a lot, but this is just a tiny little generic shaker, so not a lot comes out. Salt. You have to have salt. We don't want this to taste like salt, but we want to use the salt to bring the flavors out. Garlic powder. Oh boy. You need that little bit of garlic, trust me. And just a little bit. Don't put too much in here. We can always come back and season to taste after we're done. A little bit of onion. And another one of the stars of the show, smoked paprika. Once again, just a little bit. We don't want too much. We can always add more later, but you can't take it out. And at this point, we're just going to let it come up to temp. I know it looks like a weird, meaty, globby mess at this point. but I guarantee you, this is going to cook up. It's going to come to temp, and it will be nice. It will not look like some weird kind of sloppy mess. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start our beans over here. Now, I'm just going to put those on low. They're already cooked. You could eat them cold out of the can. But we don't want them cold. We want them hot. So, at this point, we're just going to cook our meat. Maybe add a little bit more enchilada sauce, which I'm using the Las Palmas. It's a nice enchilada sauce. It actually tastes really good. I put a little bit more in, and I'll dump the rest in here. Because we want to put some on top with some cheese. I want to put some black olives on it. Like, you'll see what we're going to do. I did have an issue with this can in particular. The lid actually kind of fell inside. So I have to be very careful. I don't want the lid in there, but you can see, I'm sure. Well, maybe not. Yeah, it fell right inside. It just sunk to the bottom. I don't have a magnetic can opener. But here we go. Heat up our enchilada sauce, cook our meat, heat up the beans, and watch. We're going to roll these into some flour tortillas, enchilada sauce, cheese, olives, maybe some sour cream. Oh, you're going to love it. It's going to be good. This is a very, very, very simple recipe. It's extremely inexpensive. It's extremely good. And yes, some Taco Bells will make this for you. A lot of them won't. I've been to a couple that will, a couple that won't. Most don't have it on the menu anymore. I don't know why, because when you try this, you're going to love it. It's essentially a meat and cheese burrito covered in enchilada sauce. So like a wet burrito that you would get from other places. Pretty much the same thing. But you can make it at home. Stupid cheap. And extremely delicious and kick-ass. So I encourage you to do this. I'll see you in a minute. I'm going to cook this meat. Once the meat is cooked, I'll show you how to put it together. It's ridiculously simple. Stay kick-ass. This is the best part. It is completely easy to do. It's essentially making like a rolled soft taco with some enchilada sauce on it. That's what an enchirito is. They put onions on it. I do not, because onions and I don't quite get along. Check this out. Flour tortilla. We've got our meat here. And yeah, it kind of looks almost like a coney sauce. Excuse Abby here. That's my new puppy. She's learning. You put just a little bit of meat in there. Nice and easy. I am using a sharp cheddar, which you can see I've already been sampling a little bit of the sharp cheddar because, well, you have to taste your food, right? Just going to shake some of that in there. That's it. That's all you got to do. Roll it. You want to kind of bring it back a little bit. Give it a little roll so that it stays nice and pretty. Yeah, I know I made a little bit of mess on the plate, but that happens. It's going to be a thing. Serve up some beans. These ranch style beans are really, really delicious. You really don't need to do anything to them. They are great out of the can. You can even eat these things cold. They are that good. I've got just enough on the plate for one more. So I'm going to make one more. Really easy. Same process. Just kind of get your meat on there. I'll clean up the plates before I serve them. Sometimes cooking is messy. And you know that's when you're having a good time, is when it's a little bit messy. Shake some cheese on. I'm not sure if you can see that. Not sure if you can see Abby here trying to get up on my stove, which she shouldn't be. But she's a new puppy. She's only a couple months old. She doesn't know the rules yet. And that's okay. We forgive her. I'm going to roll that guy up. There we go. Now, I have two. So I'm going to transfer the second one onto the plate. Boom. 2 enchiritos. Well, it's not quite an enchirito yet. See, I've got that other enchilada sauce that I made. I'm going to go ahead and just slowly pour some on top. It's kind of like a wet burrito. But there we have it. Beans, the enchilada sauce. Oh boy. Now, I'm going to put some extra cheese on top. Because who doesn't like cheese? Abby, can you excuse me, please? Now, I also have some black olives, and I'm just going to take a couple and just kind of stick them on top. Not too many, not too few. Oh, well, one fell into the beans, but, you know, that's okay. Not a big deal. They still taste good. Well, if I can get that one with a fork. No, I'm bringing this one back. He's not getting away. Not on my watch. I'm going to take this one, too. Not on my watch, buddy. There we go. Another thing we can do is add a little dollop of sour cream. So I'm going to take this sour cream and I'm just going to put it right down the middle. Just a tiny little bit. Not too much. Now I know this is not the prettiest dish, but we're essentially trying to make something Taco Bell makes and sells you for, you know, $1.99. We're going to do it at home. And we're going to do it better. This is looking pretty good. I urge you to make this. It's very simple. It's very quick. The beans are great. And these enchirito things are awesome. You can find them from a Taco Bell near you. Some will make them, some won't. Some still actually have them on the menu. Most don't. It's essentially just a meat and cheese burrito with enchilada sauce, olives, and cheese. It's very simple. I add a little bit of sour cream because, well, why not? That stuff's good. You like sour cream? Let me know in the comments below if you like sour cream. That's Abby, the new puppy. She's very vocal. Yeah, let me know. Give me a like, subscribe. Because we make crazy stuff all the time. It's all Kickazz eats, and you're Kickazz too. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.